Hey there you great people, I hope you're well. So I'm back with another home cooking video. You probably think I'm mad because right now in England, at the time I'm recording this, it's like 9:45 at night on a Friday night and I'm still not eating anything. But I'm going to be doing a Spanish dish today which is called Gambas al Ajillo, or Gambas al Ajillo. For anyone Spanish or from a Spanish speaking country, I think I've got that right. It's otherwise known as Spanish garlic prawns. It's literally prawns which have been sautéed in a frying pan or saucepan in oil that's been infused with garlic and chilli, then finished with a squeeze of lemon juice and sprinkled paprika and parsley. I've had this dish myself personally in Portugal, on the Spanish islands, myself, literally traditional the way it should be. Just to bulk it out, I normally do it a little bit different. Same process, a little bit different. So let's have a look. I've just chopped up one large onion here, fairly smallish, and then a little bit of green and yellow pepper. I've chopped up 3 quite large garlic cloves into what you call like discs, quite big discs, thin but quite big. 4 or 5 small cherry tomatoes. We could use probably 1 big salad tomato. And then I've got my gambas or prawns. There's 12 of these really nice large prawns. These are jumbo raw king prawns. Obviously they come from the sea. However, if all you had was raw freshwater prawns, you know, the much smaller ones, they would do as well. If that's all you got. So what we do is we'll start off with our oil in a pan, and I've put about 4 tablespoons, it sounds a lot, of oil, and I've used, instead of extra virgin olive oil, I don't have any, I've used rapeseed oil, and obviously I like a bit of spice, so I've added about half a tablespoon of chili infused olive oil as well. Once I've got this up to a bit of a heat, I'll be putting in the chopped onions and the peppers. See you in a second. So we've done our onions and peppers in this oil for probably 4 or 5 minutes until they're fairly soft, and we do keep moving it around. In between I've probably added about another tablespoon of oil, but don't worry about that. This is a Mediterranean dish. We now get our garlic. Like I said, use 2 large cloves of garlic and 1 small to medium clove of garlic, fresh, completely fresh, and chopped it into these quite large discs. I've cut them quite thin but quite large. We'll put these in the pan now, all of them. What we'll do is we'll give that a little stir, mix it all through, without steam up the GoPro as usual. Let me wipe you off if I have to, that's better. And yeah, we do that now as it is. And we're sort of still a medium here with the garlic for probably 2 or 3 minutes, something like that, maybe 3 minutes, till we get the nice oils out of that fresh garlic cloves that have been sliced. Once we've done the garlic for 2 or 3 minutes, I'll be back with you for the next step. Remember, with this fresh garlic which I'm using here, which is out of the clove, I've pulled out 2 large and 1 small clove. With these on the ends, you've got the root bit. I've chopped it off at one end. Can you see? It's important you just nip that off at both ends. Then literally just dig your fingernail in if you can. And literally, this should all come off in one, or thereabouts. It's quite important. Obviously, discard all the skin from the garlic. So we've given the sliced garlic about 3-4 minutes on a medium in the saucepan here, with the onions, the oil and the peppers. It's now time to add our jumbo prawns, which by the way have already been deshelled and deveined, and they're defrosted by the way. And I've just put a few wedges of frozen lemon in, but we'll sort that out in a minute. Let's put the prawns in, get rid of the bowl, give that a good mix around, and all the oil, onions and all the rest. Obviously the temperature of pan now, put in raw coldish prawns and it'll come down. That's normal. So yeah, make sure you're on about a 4 now. I'm going to turn up a couple. the prawns in, and keep these moving all the time because they don't have to take long to cook. And I've said this with prawns before, if you overdo them they'll be like bullets, they'll be very chewy and not that great. I'll see you in about 3 or 4 minutes once the prawns are done. If you just saw, I just added the chunks of lemon. I left them in for a further 2 minutes with the actual prawns and all the rest in this saucepan here, and the chopped tomatoes I just added. Left it on a medium. The dish is now done, so Gambas al Ajillon. And this dish, which looks amazing to me, the prawns are perfect, really garlicky, a little bit chilly and sweet, the tomatoes and the onions, the peppers and the oil. I'll serve this simply in a bowl with a big old chunk of, I'll just use something like this white bread here, almost like soup, so you've got something really nice to dip into the oil and the flavours that left at the end. I hope you enjoyed this whole cooking video anyway. I'm really warm in the kitchen now, I've been at this going for a little while. Please go ahead and check out the great content and playlist, and please try and recreate this at home. I was so hungry today anyway, and I've had this, like I said before, on the Spanish islands, Greek islands and in Portugal, and I love it. So I'm going to go ahead in a minute, put this in a bowl with some of that nice bread, which I'm going to butter, and I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Thank you so much for watching as always, and don't forget to like, especially subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you all.